Hi, thanks for joining me on my debt-free journey. My name is Tanya. I use the cash stuffing method to reach my financial goals in the hopes of retiring debt-free. My income is based on a 13-week assignment, and this is week 8. All right, first thing I want to do is do a recap of my budget. All right, so my paycheck this week was 1716.69. That's from 37 hours. Plus, I had 13 hours of call time, which is where they pay me to be available in case they need me. So after allocating all my bills and my debt repay this week is 190.97. So it's pretty high, but I'm aggressively hitting those credit cards. So that will leave me with 771.69. And after subtracting that, my bills from my weekly paycheck, I was left with 945. And so I allocated $45 for gas this week. And groceries is 140. That's for 2 weeks. That's pretty good. It's just me. So that left me with 760. And all my sinking funds came out to be 595, which left me with 165. And after deducting my quarterly savings challenge, which is $11 this week, and my 360 savings account is $40. I already deposited that. And that left me with $114 as my buffer. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start tracking this buffer just to see, is it really buffering? But so this week, my sinking funds will, let's see how much we're stuffing. So we have the 595 plus the 11. It'll be 606 that we should have to stuff this week. So let's see what we have here. All right, so we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 80. So that's 580, 96, 5, 606. All right, we got the correct amount. Let's start in the high priority sinking funds. And we're going to start with my travel rent. I'm very close to my goal here. So let's see. Travel rent will get 135 this week. 20, 35. So I'm pretty sure that this is the goal. And we'll count it up to confirm. So that's 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 12, 20, 40, 60, 80, 13, 20, 40, 60, 80, 14, 20, 40, 60, 80, 15. No, that's not right. That is not right. So that's 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 11, 20, 40, 60, 80, 12, 20, 40, 60, 80, 13, 20, 40, 60, 80, 14, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 15. So we did make it to my goal. And now that this category is fully funded, let's see, then I can focus on the other categories for the next 5 weeks. All right, let's move on to the travel gas, which gets 40. Let's see how close we are to this goal. 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 4, 05. This category was at 350. I moved it up to 500 when I saw the price of gas. So we are almost there. All right, next is car maintenance. Car maintenance gets 20. All right, now in car maintenance, we have 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80. So 280 is in car maintenance. And this category is revolving. It's revolving. But my goal is 700. All right, credit card airfare gets 80. 20, 40, 60, 80. All right, so now we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 40, 60, 80, 10, 20, 40, 60, 80, 11, 20, 40, 60, 80, 12, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So 12, 25 in this category. All right, and emergency gets 40. I was making my emergency fund 1,000, but I think I'm gonna go up to 1,500, and then I'll probably go up each time with the price of things and how things are going. I know I'm gonna need more than 1,000. So it has 5, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60. So it has 660 right now. We are quite a ways away, but it's building, so that's good. All right, we're done in here, and we'll go to my low priority sinking funds. And we will start with medical, and medical gets 20. All right, now in medical, we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In medical now, we have 205. All right, next we have taxes, and taxes get 20. And let's see what we have left. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 10, 15, 20. So 220 now in taxes. And the goal is 700, but we will get there. All right, self-care gets 20. This is also a revolving sinking fund here. But so far now we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 25. So 125 in self-care. All right, quarterly savings this week is $11. I've been jumping all around on this tracker. So we only got 1 week left, $12. And we'll be done with this tracker. And we would have been saved $230. All right, next is our 1 month ahead, and it gets 180. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80. All right. And now our month ahead has 1, 11, 12, 20, 40, 60, 80, 13, 20, 40, 60, 80, 14, 20, 40, 60, 80, 15, 20, 40, 60, 80, 16, 20, 40, 60, 80, 17, 20, 40, 60, 80, 18, 20, 40, 60, 80, 19, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53. So 1953 is in our month ahead. And my month ahead goal is 3,000. And I know I probably won't reach it in this quarter, but I'm definitely going to try. All right. And last but not least is my retirement fund. It gets the last $40 on purpose. And now in my retirement fund, I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 20, 40, 60, 89, 20, 40, 61. 961 in my retirement fund. All right, that is it. I'm out of money and I have stuffed all my sinking funds. I have allocated all my money to where I want it to go for the week. And thank you so much for clicking on my video and joining me on this journey. And for my subscribers, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I will see you next time.